This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
United States Congressman Lou Barletta addresses rumors that he will run for the Senate. That and much more next. Happy Friday, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us for part of it. We can chill in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513. And remember to download the Samsung Productions app to take us with you this weekend. To our headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. One mall in our area is beating the odds. At a news conference yesterday, officials announced that not only is the mall thriving, it has reached a major milestone. Lisa Sugar reports.
Lexington Realty International announced Thursday that its 21st new tenant coming to the Laurel Mall has filled the mall to 100% capacity.
I want to explain to you what 100% occupancy means. There's less than 5% of malls throughout the United States of America that are 100% occupied. We can proudly say we are from that small percentage that is 100% occupied. So you're probably wondering, isn't there a strip center that is some vacancy there? Don't represent you're 100% occupied when there's this big space that's vacant. No, it's not. I'd like to announce the 21st tenant signed since we took over. Bogart's Fresh Italian and Sports Bar, which will probably be opening at the end of this year, hopefully for the holiday season. They will be opening at the former off-track betting location, and that will bring us to actually the 100% occupancy that I am claiming to be.
Alan Retkinski, president of the firm that manages Laurel Mall in Hazel Township, announced the good news before a crowd of officials, tenants, and shoppers. Bouncing USA is the 20th tenant, which fills the interior of the mall itself, while the 21st tenant, Bogart's Fresh Italian Grill and Sports Bar, will now fill the strip mall on the mall's property. In 3 years, Lexington Realty has achieved its goal of 100% capacity while adding 400 new jobs. Tenants praise the mall's management for its achievements. Debbie Jacobs is a district manager for Cricket Wireless, which is owned by AT&T. She said her firm had left the mall prior to Lexington Realty's takeover.
We left 3 years ago before Lexington had anything to do with the mall. The business was declining and it was time to go. And then we started opening up the Cricket Wireless stores again, and we looked at this location, and they didn't want to go back into a mall because malls just didn't seem to be the place to be, but Rocco convinced us, and here we are, and it wasn't hard to convince me. I'm proud to be back in the area, and it's been great. The business is improving, and we're having a great run of it right now.
GNC was relocated to make room for TJ Maxx. Their manager is thrilled with the new location.
We have a fantastic store now, 7 window panes across, much larger, I believe 350 square feet bigger, if I'm not mistaken. And the amount of foot traffic that we get has been phenomenal.
Local officials also praise the mall's success and its impact on the entire area.
When people come in here, they're looking to locate their company here. They have to bring their employees, some of them with them, the top staff. They need places that they can go, they can shop, and with the announcement that this is 100% full now, it means it's only growing even more. So I'm very, very pleased to see this.
2 years ago, this mall was only 60% filled, and everybody, including myself, I thought it was dead. And then Lexington Realty came in. We're 100% filled. As you heard today, 400 new jobs in the last 2 years. I mean, what an economic boost.
In addition to jobs, the mall provides $3.5 million in taxes and donates at least $25,000 each year to local nonprofits like the Helping Hands Society.
The mall has done a lot for us and for our society, so I wanted to come here and welcome the new stores and to thank the owners and Rocco and everyone participating in this event today.
Tenants and Lexington officials praised the teamwork of Mall General Manager Lisa Aruzzo and her husband, Mall Property Manager Rocco Aruzzo.
I think all of us Lexington and Rocco and myself, we were so pleased to hear everyone speak so highly of the mall and of the whole management team. And we're just glad everyone's happy. It makes us happy, and all the hard work, it was worth the effort.
We work hard with our tenants, and when they come up and congratulate us and talk to us, it means an awful lot. It actually puts chills through your body, because that means more than anything, that they have the faith in us, and that means a lot.
Meanwhile, Rocco Aruzzo says efforts are underway to secure a tenant for the former Ground Round location at the Laurel Mall. Reporting for SSPTV News, I'm Lisa Sugart.
Thanks, Lisa. The party isn't only at the Laurel Mall, it's also in downtown Hazleton. A new event entitled Celebrate Hazleton takes place tonight and tomorrow in the downtown area. Several organizations have teamed up to host the festivities in conjunction with First Friday. For a complete list of events, including the historic walking tour with Charles McAwee that begins at 6 p.m., log on to downtownhazleton.org. One event that was part of tonight's festivities has been postponed. The Downtown Hazleton Car Cruisin' will now take place next Friday, August 11th from 6 until 9 p.m. You can check out the details at hazletonchamber.org. An ethics complaint has been filed against Congressman Lou Barletta. State Democratic Party spokesman Max Steele alleges that Barletta promoted his bid for the U.S. Senate seat in his official congressional office or district office. Use of a congressional office for political purposes violates federal law and House rules. The manual lists an exception that allows political talk in a limited way in a congressional office. John Anzer, a Barletta spokesman, says, quote, Bob Casey is remarkably scared of Lou Barletta, and for good reason. Bob Casey has consistently put liberal interests over the needs of everyday Pennsylvanians, unquote. Ron Brooks, the state's GOP executive director, argued that the House manual cleared Barletta's actions. You can read more about the controversy in today's Standard Speaker and at standardspeaker.com. Will Congressman Lou Barletta run for the U.S. Senate seat held by Senator Bob Casey? The congressman was in our studios on Wednesday to tape a new Sam Lassant show, and our Lisa Sugart talked with him.
Congressman, we have you here in the studio. We can't avoid the elephant in the room. You've been in the headlines all this week about whether or not you will take on Senator Bob Casey to challenge him for the seat in the Senate. What's your response?
Well, you know, I've looked at it very seriously. I've been encouraged by the talks that I've had with people, not only around the state, but in the White House and with the president. And it's something that, as I said, I've really looked at very closely. And probably in the next 2 weeks, I'll make an announcement on my decision.
And you can hear more from the congressman on a new Sam Lassant show that airs tonight at 9:30 p.m. and tomorrow at 10 a.m., 11:30 a.m., 3 p.m., 5:30 p.m., 7 p.m., and 10 p.m. You can also watch anytime via SSPTV.com and the Samsung Productions app. Hazleton police responded to a burglary in progress. It happened last night in the area of East 2nd Street and Boone Court. Officers apprehended 18-year-old Alejandro Echeverria. He's facing charges of possessing instruments of crime, tampering with physical evidence, loitering and prowling at night, possession of marijuana, and drug paraphernalia. Just a reminder to everyone in the area that a local church festival is teaming up with Celebrate Hazleton this weekend. The Holy Annunciation Parish at St. Gabriel's Church will be having their parish festival tonight from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. The festival continues tomorrow at 10 a.m. It will have several events, including the Dominican community selling breakfast foods and a kids zone. Also, there will be a raffle drawing Saturday night at 8 p.m. with the grand prize being a 2017 Kia Rio. Coming up in sports, Ron Marchetti sings a Disney song, and it makes my day. I'm not kidding. And the final pilgrimage for peace will take place this weekend in Seibertsville. We have the details next. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's a beautiful event that takes place each year around this time. It is the Pilgrimage for Peace, and this year's theme is Transfigured by Peace.
and it takes place this Sunday at Holy Dormition Byzantine Franciscan Friary in Cybertsville. I'm pleased to welcome back to our studios Father Jerome, who is with the monastery, but he is also the pastor of St. John's Byzantine Catholic Church in Hazleton. Thank you so much for being here. This is a beautiful event that's coming up on Sunday.
It's my pleasure to be here with you.
Now, we were talking just before we started this interview, and I was very sad to learn that this is going to be your last pilgrimage for peace at the monastery in Cybertsville.
That's true. It's, the pilgrimage for peace requires a lot of help from a lot of people who have been very dedicated over the years, but every year there's, a few volunteers who can't help out anymore, and it gets increasingly difficult. In addition to that, this is, a difficult time for the church and with vocations, so we're just not really able to do this again after this year.
Now, on Sunday, it's an entire day. It's from 10 in the morning till 6 in the evening that you will be hosting this event. So tell us, Father, what will be taking place.
Well, there are liturgical prayers. We start the day with matins in the morning at 10 and close with Vespers at 5 in the evening. This is the Feast of the Transfiguration, so we have special liturgical celebrations for that feast where we remember that Jesus was just bathed in light. He was transfigured by his divinity in a way that really startled the apostles. We have Divine Liturgy in the middle of the day at 1 o'clock, and around that we have an opportunity for food and confessions and for anointing for healing at 11:30 in the morning. So there's just a whole day's worth of prayer and a time to get together. There will be a spiritual talk at 4 o'clock and some programs for children at 3:30, so there's something for everybody.
And people literally come from all over to attend this.
I know that there are some people on their way from Michigan, and I'm expecting some people from Maryland and some other places a little distance from here, so yes.
So we would like to see a nice turnout. And this is all outside, so this is on the beautiful property of the monastery in Cybersville. It's a beautiful setting.
One of the miracles that I've experienced during the pilgrimage the past 7 years or so that I've been stationed here is that sometimes it will rain all around us, but it won't rain too much on us. That hasn't been true every year, but I'm praying that the weather will be nice as it usually is, and that everybody will have a good time. We do have the chapel, which is air conditioned, and the spiritual talk is there, and some other things are there, and it's also, of course, a place to stay in quiet prayer during the day when there are no events in the chapel. But usually outside under the tent, nobody has to worry about rain. If it rains during liturgy a little bit, everybody's protected.
All righty. Well, again, it is the Pilgrimage for Peace taking place this Sunday at the Holy Dormition Byzantine Franciscan Friary in Cybersville. It's right on Route 93, just past Gold Sure Save there on the left-hand side of the road. And it's taking place from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. Father, we hope you have a good turnout. We're sorry that this is your last, and we pray that maybe things could turn around.
Thank you. Let's continue to pray for each other.
All righty. And we're all going to pray for peace, hopefully all the time, but this Sunday from 10 till 6.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
It was a beautiful afternoon, but it could get nasty tonight. Hazardous weather outlook. Let's take a look at the forecast from the National Weather Service. Showers and thunderstorms likely, 70% chance before 11 p.m., then showers likely and a possible thunderstorm between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. Some of the storms could produce small hail, gusty winds, and heavy rainfall. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible, so be careful out there. On Saturday, mostly sunny day. We do have a 30% chance of showers, mainly before 11 11 a.m., we will have a high of 74 degrees. At night, mostly clear, lows in the lower 50s. Sunday looks nice, mostly sunny with a high in the mid-70s. Sunday night, scattered showers, 40% chance, mostly cloudy, low of 59 degrees. Monday, we can expect some rain, cloudy with a high near 70. Monday night, 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 59 degrees. And then on Tuesday, a partly sunny day, high of 73 degrees. At night, partly cloudy, low of 56.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Open daily 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays and holidays 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
Everyone take a breather, relax while we look at the green screen, your midday winning lottery numbers, because it's going to take a lot to keep up with the dog in Adopt Me. Lots of energy. Pick 217, pick 3, 279, pick 4, 5632, and pick 5, 71565. The wild number is 5. Let's go to the Hazleton Animal Shelter.
Hello again. Here I have with me Viola. Viola is an approximately 3-year-old Pekingese mix who, like all of our dogs, is current on all of her vaccines, including her distemper and rabies shots, and is already spayed. Viola was also tested for heartworm and Lyme disease and came up negative for both, and she's also microchipped. Viola is very friendly and affectionate and has a lot of energy. She really loves people. She does not like other dogs, so we recommend her for a family who wants her to be the center of attention. Also, somebody who has time for brushing and grooming would be best for Viola, seeing as how she does have longer fur. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have with me Tessa. Tessa is an approximately 1 to 2-year-old cat and a new addition to our female colony. Like all of our cats, Tessa is already spayed, current on all of her vaccines, and has been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and has come up negative for both. Although a little bit shy at first, Tessa is very sweet and affectionate when she gets to know you. That's it for this week's pets. If anybody at home is interested in Viola, Tessa here, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazleton Animal Shelter here at 101 North Poplar Street.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Local kids have another opportunity to sign up for the first ever Hazleton Lions Club 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Sign-ups will be held on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Beach Street Playground and at the James Street Playground in the city. There are 3 age groups in the tournament: 8 to 11, 12 to 14, and 15 to 17. The cost is $5 per person, $15 per team. The tournament will be held Saturday, August 19th at the Beach Street Playground at 10:30 a.m. and the money raised from the event will benefit the playgrounds in Hazleton. Before we get to the triumphant return of Ron Marchetti, we have to do the SSPTV Standard Speaker Scoreboard. The SWB Rail Riders lost their second straight game to Buffalo. The Rail Riders, though, do stay on top of the North Division in the International League, and Jake Cave stays hot. He hit a home run in this game and was recently named the International League Player of the Month. The Cubs and Diamondbacks were in a slugfest that Arizona won. Paul Goldschmidt hit 3 home runs for the D-backs as they win 10-8. So Madden's men now have a 1.5 game lead in the NL Central. Well, I listened to Ronnie Marchetti's segment earlier today when he was recording it and laughed my head off. I hope you enjoy it. Here's a fantastic edition of Short Shots.
21 days away from the first football game at Harmon Guys Memorial Field. Hi, everybody, on this August 4th, and welcome to Short Shots. That's correct. Exactly 3 weeks from tonight, the Hazleton area Cougars will open this year's campaign against the Berwick Bulldogs. Mark it down! Let's review. NASCAR driver Kyle Busch won at Pocono Raceway last Sunday at Long Pond. Of course, I was not there and haven't been since July 8th, 1972. But by now, we all know who won the race. Busch is first this year. However, very few, if any, know what race he won, including NASCAR fans. It was the Monster Energy Cup Series Overton 400. The only person that really knew that was Dino, the one and only Alberto. Anyway, Kyle Busch won, Kurt Busch finished 13th, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. ended 7th or 12th in his final appearance at Pocono. Rodriguez went into the Hall of Fame last Sunday. I-Rod, not A-Rod. Ivan Pudge Rodriguez, Jeff Bagwell, and Tim Raines were inducted into baseball's Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, New York. What else? Adrian Beltre picked up his 3,000th hit, the 31st player to do it, and the first from the Dominican Republic to reach that milestone. Pitcher John Lesser picked up his 2,000th K, and Steve Bartman was given a 2016 World Series ring from the world champion Chicago Cubs, and that was a great gesture by the Cubs. And Steve Bartman will always be a part of baseball history, certainly in Chicago. Kudos to that young man. He could have made mega bucks by writing a book, doing interviews all over the place, but Bartman has refused now that the Cubs have finally won a World Series. Chicago has let it go, and certainly Bartman has let it go. Arif Parsegian, former legendary Notre Dame football coach, has died at age 94. He retired at age 51 after he won 2 national championships for the Irish. He was survived by his wife of 68 years, mother of God. And speaking of years, Tom Brady celebrated his 40th birthday yesterday, and in less than 2 months will become the first starting quarterback to win a football game at age 40. Manning and Favre came close, but they didn't do it. Back to baseball for one sentence. Aaron Judge is hitting 164 since the All-Star break and has struck out in every one of his last 20 games. Now it's time for me to let it go. Till Monday, stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. A very special happy birthday goes out to Sam Jr. and Janine, who are celebrating their birthday tomorrow. Love your mom, dad, Gucci, family, friends, and everyone at SSPTV. Also, a very special happy birthday goes out to Ron Marchetti, who is also celebrating his birthday tomorrow. Love your family, friends, and everyone here at SSPTV, and don't forget to stay loose on your birthday. And that's today's Talk of the Town.
SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of Shirley Mae Barrett Sipe of Hazleton. A committal service will take place Saturday at 11:30 a.m. at Skyview Memorial Park in Hometown. Friends may call Saturday from 8:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. at the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home in Hazleton. Bernice M. Whitehead of Freeland. A graveside memorial will be held on August 12th at 11 a.m. at the Freeland Cemetery. The McNulty Funeral Home in Freeland is handling arrangements. Thomas W. Price Jr. of Sugarloaf Township. Arrangements will be announced by the Harmon Funeral Home in Drums.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Brian J. Campbell of Drums. Call now at 570-455-7267, extension 104 for your free movie.
Ronnie Marchetti should sing a different Disney song every week. Truly, truly love it. You can rewatch the segment on the Samsung Productions app. Hey, Celebrate Hazleton continues tomorrow, including that 11:11 Voices event at 4:30. For a complete list of events, go to downtownhazleton.org. We'll see you next week. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.